Alright guys, so today I'm going to bring you a first impressions video of this Arc Division reactor slide that I have been waiting and watching the tracking through the mail. I've been really excited about this product. I don't see a lot of people talking about it. I don't see a lot of reviews. That could be a good thing or a bad thing. I can tell you, Arc Division does not know who I am. They did not send me this product. I did contact customer service, but it was just to ask a question. And I am familiar with their products, as I do have an Arc Division comp, which I really like. And I also have an Arc Division magazine extension, which I also really like. So I'm familiar with the brand. They're a Florida brand. Customer service got back to me with a question that I had really quickly. They're really helpful and stuff, and I always find that adds value to the product that you're buying. So um, just wanted to put that out there that I bought this with my own money. It cost me $550. The MSRP on it, I think, is like 650, maybe like 700. Um, this is a Gen 5 model, and I bought this to put on this Shadow Systems MR920, only because I don't have an Optic cut, and I just wanted to dress it up a little bit. And yes, you can run a Gen 5 slide on a Shadow Systems frame, even though this is considered Gen 4. You just have to put your Gen 5 internals into it, and I'm going to use the Shadow Systems recoil spring because I find running a Gen 5 slide with a OEM Glock recoil spring doesn't work as well as the equipped Shadow Systems one. But anyway, let's go ahead and get to the unboxing. And you see, I have extra parts and stuff laying around because I need to install a channel liner. I thought about using this Radian compressor rod, and the only tool that I'll need in order to take apart these slide parts is going to be a small punch pen. So let's go ahead and get to the unboxing because, like I said, it is brand new. I have not opened it. I don't even know what it looks like other than what I've seen online, and I am real excited about this. So let's make sure I get everything I need there. Let's get the SRKC out of the way, and let's open up this bad boy right here. So off the rip, I do like how they include Loctite, your screws. I'm guessing that's for your, I thought they said they had an optic plate or optic cover plate on there. And they include some gun butter, which I have not used, but I'm digging the fact that they include some sort of lubrication and stuff. Here's, looks like what I would get in a AR barrel and stuff. And there is the slide. Also comes with a back plate. So there's the Arc Division back plate. Let's go ahead and take that bad boy off. Put that to the side. Let's get that out of the way. And there is the barrel and the slide. So now I've been told that they've changed their design on their barrel. They call this like a chunk port, and they've squared it off where it used to be circular. But I've been told that the squared off version works a little bit better. And there's the machining. I don't know if you're supposed to see those machining marks on top, but I can see some machining marks. Slight machining marks on the side. Not that I really care about it, but it's just something of note. And I do like how there'll probably like a 15-degree target crown on the end of that barrel. I always like the look of the recessed target crowns on barrels. So one thing that's interesting about Arc Division and their Glock barrels, I have found that Arc Division is the only manufacturer that is making Glock barrels out of 4150 steel, like an AR barrel, whereas almost everybody else is making them out of 416R. And I find that 4150 holds up longer over, if you're like a high round count shooter, 4150 is going to hold up better than 416R. It's a 1 in 10 twist, so it's just standard Glock. This is the Gen 5 model, so the locking lugs on here are going to have are going to be just a little different, but this will work in a Gen 3. And then here's the slide. Let's see. It looks like you can get some serial numbers in there, which is kind of nice. So I always like it when the non-serialized parts have serial numbers. That way, if something is wrong, they can like see if it came out of a certain batch or something like that. Kind of adds just a little more quality control to it, or supposedly quality control. This is nitrided coated, not DLC. I would have preferred like an NDLC or a DLC coating. It is pretty matte. It is not slick like most nitriding that I've seen. It has good knurling on the sides right here. It's got a window cut on top, and then you got your port at the end. And I like how they squared off the nose, and just like their comp right here, it's kind of similar, right? So very cool looking slide and barrel. So the knurling's a little different stuff. It's more like a checkered knurling. And then their optic cover uses 2 screws to hold it in rather than you see, like 2 screws right here. It's kind of an odd way of doing it. They've got some branding on the top, a little window on top. I'm not sure what this part is, that hole. I know this is going to hold your sight, so your front sight's going to sit a little further back, right? Always like to check the lockup on the slide and barrel. So you got a little bit of slop, but that's okay. That's not a big deal on a Glock and slide barrel. And this comes stripped. At least it came with the back plate and stuff. And the back plate is made out of aluminum. I'm not sure if it's 6061 or 7075, but it's one of the two. Probably should have looked that up. The slide is made out of 416R. So the slide is made out of the same material as barrels, which is a little softer material than 4150. But I find it interesting they made the slide out of no, the slide's made out of 17.4 maybe. Might be 17.4 or 416R. I can't remember off the top of my head, but I do know the barrel's made out of 4150. And I've been meaning to buy an aftermarket Arc Division barrel because, like I said, I like 4150 barrels, at least for my ARs. I like them more, I should say, than 416R. They just last longer, and I don't find that they're any less accurate than 416R. The barrels do come in different coatings. I believe it's like a copperish. It's a titanium nitride or PVD coating. It's got the copper coating like Shadow Systems uses. I find that coating doesn't really hold up as well, so I opted for the just the nitrided version and stuff. So that is that, and that is everything that you'll be getting from Arc Division if you decide to purchase this is the Arc Division Reactor and stuff. And I think it's a cool looking slide and barrel, right? So let's go ahead and get some parts in here and see how this works, right? All right, so that's easy. Let's I need a channel liner tool, don't I? So I thought I was prepared, but I am not. It's just right here though. So there's my channel liner tool. Let's go ahead and get this bad boy taken care of here. Let's get a channel liner. Now, I just want to mention to everybody, like, I am not a product reviewer by any means. I'm really just an idiot with the camera. So just remember that my opinion really shouldn't matter that much, but I do put the information out there so people like you, if you're interested in a product like this, have the ability just to get more of it, right? That maybe you can make a more educated purchasing decision if you decide to buy something like this, because it's a pricey item. Like, to me, some people don't have the ability to buy a bunch of different Glocks and modify them with nice parts and stuff. So if you want like a one and done, I'm not entirely sure this is going to be it, but I hope that you can get some sort of value out of what I'm showing you as I'm struggling to put this together. I'm usually better at it, so like I said, I do this for fun. I don't have any sponsorships or anything. I'm just an idiot with a camera trying to do some YouTube videos about gun stuff. So, all right, I almost got this bad boy together. I just got a couple more things to do, and we should be ready to roll. Hopefully, there we go. All right, and then I plan on putting this slide on this MR920, which is a Gen 4 frame. And you might ask, why am I doing that? It's because I have a ton of Gen 5 like frames and stuff, and I've tested this particular Gen 5 slide on this frame, and it's worked great. It's worked just fine. The only thing that I have noticed is you need to. It runs better with the Shadow Systems provided recoil spring, so that's what I will do. I won't put the sights on it right now. I won't bore you with me putting the sights. I do have some. I do believe. Hold on. I want to make sure I have them. But I do believe I have some Trigicons laying around here. I do. I do have some extra Trigicon night sights, so I'll throw those on there once I'm all finished and stuff. And let's see how that looks. Oh man, that feels great. I mean, it feels like a Glock slide and stuff. You know what I mean? It's not like it's life changing by any means. I thought about running this 15-pound recoil spring. I don't like the 13-pound. I do find that as it's sliding back, it has a hard time going back into battery. Sometimes I have to give it a little nudge to get back into battery and stuff. And let's get this that horrible O light out of there. That way you can kind of see the whole thing. It's got a nice big port on top and stuff. I am really excited to take this out because I like how it keeps the 19 profile and not adding even like the 17 length, even though I like the aesthetics of a compact grip with a little longer slide length. But I am going to do some testing on this. I'm going to test my regular comp. I got a couple of comps I'm going to test. My Radian Ramjet. I've got a guy. Hopefully he comes out this weekend because I was going to test this weekend, and he brings his Parker Mountain Machine micro comp for the Glock platform. And I'll test out just like a regular slide and stuff just to see what it does. But the knurling on it feels great. You can do some sweet little press checks. Actually, the press check feels great with this this front knurling. I don't know if I like it better than the just like the front serrations and stuff. I will say Shadow Systems serrations on here. These are really nice. Not this particular one, but on their elite models, they're really nice. So, but yeah, that's the Arc Division Reactor Gen 5 19 slide and barrel integral comped or ported. I'm not sure if you would call this integrally comped or ported. I think this is more ported than comped, but I think a comp kind of sticks out a little bit further. But I don't know. I don't know what you would actually consider this. Let's see what that looks like with the slide lock back and stuff. Very cool. Definitely very cool. And like I said, I haven't seen a whole lot of people talking about this particular product. I mean, I see like 5 videos on YouTube and stuff. So it's not super huge or popular. I think Arc Division is a relatively small company. But I think they do quality work, and I am interested to see if this tames recoil worse, better, the same than like standard OEM, than the Radian Ramjet. Honestly, the Radian Ramjet probably tames the recoil the best out of everything that I've used. Um, I know I did that Radian Ramjet video the other day, but I actually, or I should say about the other month, I did purchase another Radian Ramjet, so I have a total of, hold on, let me get the other one. That way you guys don't think that I am lying. Sometimes you have to prove shit on the internet. I've got 3 Ramjets. I like them so much, even though I kind of called out Radian a little bit in my previous video and stuff. So I do like Radian products. I think the Radian Ramjet is a fantastic product if you are looking to tame recoil. I am so curious to see if this does it any better, the same, worse, whatever. The profile is nice, so it'll fit my 19 holsters, I do believe. So hold on, I should have been more prepared for this video, but I was not. Let's see if this will fit. So this is actually the Shadow Systems holster that I've been using. Does not fit. So I thought that that might be the case because you know what? My Gen 5 slide on here on the Shadow Systems doesn't fit either. So it has to be the Shadow Systems. I mean, you kind of have to force it in. Yeah, I wouldn't feel comfortable carrying that and stuff. So maybe I've got a couple of holsters that will fit, like an Olight and X300 and stuff. Maybe that'll fit and stuff. But that's just something to keep in mind if you change out your slide on a frame and stuff. Your holsters may not fit. But man, that is sweet looking. And I've been looking for a nice slide for this frame because I was getting tired of just running a standard slide. Not that there's anything wrong with running irons. These irons are really good. The slide's been really good for me. I just like things a little bit nicer, a little more flair, a little more personalized. And if I can buy something to make my shooting experience better or make me potentially a better shooter, sure, why not? I enjoy this hobby. This is what I do. If this is worth it to you, I have no idea. I can't answer that question for you. $550 is a lot of money for a slide and barrel. That is basically the price of a Glock 19 Gen 5. So you'll have to decide whether or not it's worth it to you. But when you consider, if you bought the Radian Ramjet, that's $400. This is like $80. You know, so there's $500 right there. Granted, this doesn't come with any of the internals, but you should have your internals from, you know, your OEM slide. It is kind of nice being able to take your internals from another, or take just a complete slide, throw it on, and not have to worry about changing out your internals and stuff. So anyway, that's my video, my first impressions of the Arc Division Reactor. My first impression is, I mean, it looks nice. It seems nice. It's expensive. I hope it's quality. I like the barrel material. I like the profile of it. So the machining on it seems pretty good. I'm not entirely sure if the machining marks on this slide are supposed to be there, but it looks pretty clean for the most part. And remember, this isn't lubed or anything, so if it sounded a little dry, that's probably why. I think it was in the barrel, wasn't it? Kind of hard to see. Like, you really have to look out for it, for any machining marks. Everything looks good on it, though. Maybe I should take off the cover plate just to see. That's not going to fit. That's not going to fit. Maybe I won't take off the cover plate, because I'm kind of curious what it looks like underneath. There we go. Let's go ahead and take it off just to see what it looks like underneath this Optic cover plate. I will say it's pretty tight and stuff, which is nice. So it's flush fit. It's made out of aluminum, not steel. Just remember that. Most cover plates are going to be made out of aluminum, not steel, like your slide. And that's what it looks like underneath. So kind of looks like a cross there, doesn't it? I've got an optic coming. It's RMR cut for those that don't know. These recoil lugs aren't that big. They're pretty small, like pretty shallow, I should say. And you can see the extractor plunger right there. So you're going to have to run a shortened screw on the right side. Always remember that. A lot of people running into issues using a longer screw, because what's going to happen is going to put pressure on this plunger for your extractor, and it's not going to extract your rounds correctly. So just remember that. But kind of wish these recoil bosses were just a little bit higher and stuff. So not a huge deal. I'm kind of curious to see how tight of fit the optic will be. Always like a tight fit within my slides and stuff, but kind of interesting design as far as the optic plate and stuff goes. So I'll probably leave it off because I'm going to throw an optic on it. I got an extra 407 Holosun on it that I'm just going to throw on this just as a placeholder and stuff. So, but anyway, guys, let me know what you guys think. Is this going to be worth it? Who knows? I think it's cool. I can't tell you if it's worth it to me yet, but I'm excited about it. Obviously, I do my due diligence and watch and read as much information about a product, especially an expensive product, before I purchase it. So I already made an educated decision on whether or not I thought this would be worth my money. But you kind of have to make that decision for yourself. Just remember that I can't make it for you. I can give you my experiences on it, and hopefully I'll get some nice footage of myself shooting this and some of my other builds with comps and without comps, and do a little compare and contrasting for you guys. So anyway, let me know what you guys think. Thank you for watching, and join me next time.